One of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Fenway Park in Boston. This could be termed a bit of a monster showdown in the Fenway Bowl. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Duke Blue Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Duke Blue Devils offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Right side, it's Shepard. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Drops back on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Shepard. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside. It's Shepard. He's dropped.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Snags it up the 30 and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Finds his big tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Pulls it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So UTSA's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And onto the field comes Will Henderson. If you like running the football, we've got a couple of guys who can flat do it in this one. Quick give. It's Henderson. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Might as well give it to him again. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sends it back in motion. Sets his feet. It's McCown. Out wide right, it's Campbell. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Henderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's changing the play. Back to pass on second down. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, it's Shepard. Runs through a tackle. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run it on the counter. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Racing down the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Duke. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The give on the counter. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Sells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Richardson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying to run, it's Shepard. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Powers inside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Blue Devils! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. In the backfield, it's Shepard. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, going to throw it. They'll run the screen. He breaks a tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dumps it off in the flats. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Hey, Crimson 14, BCS box. Crimson 14, beat tip.
On the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Caught on the RPO. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. And the Blue Devils come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Motion from the wideout. On the RPO, got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Hauls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Timeout Duke. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Blue Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And he almost had a pick.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback...
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He fields the punt in his own end zone. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Under pressure. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a crease. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Reese, hard not to enjoy that incredibly historic town. What a fun time to be in Boston, and what a fun first half we've had in the Fenway Bowl.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, I did check in with the Duke head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has got to step up big time right now. They have been struggling at times throughout this season, but right now is a huge moment. With a lead, they have an opportunity on this kickoff to come down and make a big statement. I'll keep you posted on if the defense is able to step up in this huge moment. Guys?
Okay, Holly. At the 35, he's loose. They get him corralled, but not before they had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Second down, gonna throw it. Buying time to his right. Rolling right and going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And it's the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Buys time to his left. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB.
Touchdown, UTSA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, down here on the Duke sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right side, it's Moore. There he goes. Inside and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke.
And how about this, man? Picking up right where they left off, putting up points, being explosive, being a threat. You thought at half maybe the defense would come up with some answers. So far, first drive, no answers to be found.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. At the 30. He's at the touchdown. UT San Antonio. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Blue Devils sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Moore. Nice move, creates some space. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Left side is Shepard. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it from the red zone. Throws quickly. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out wide left, it's Nicholas. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Great job by the back on the option. Ready to try the point after.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they could block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. On the move, it's Henderson. Got the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Roadrunners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the move. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
You run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Guys, down here on the Duke sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. Got him right there. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Shepard. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Nice grab in traffic. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Brings it to the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Well, I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And it's the Roadrunners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. Running inside, it's Shepard. Gain right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works. A ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
It has been